We added a few geography games to the web games, and we're going to start with one that we've been here the whole time. It's, in fact, my OBS window targets because it knows. The OBS knows this is the first web of the games. Now, it was India last time. That means it's not going to be India this time. We had a one-shot Hail Mary. Bound to happen. Statistically bound to happen, but, you know, you can't expect it. Let's try a Switzerland. Cooler. Okay. So then, what is it? Australia? Warmer, but still not quite. Okay, if it's an island nation again, Fiji. Okay, it's not Fiji at least. Samoa. It's not Samoa. I should have guessed that, but I don't really know where Samoa is. Benin? To the right of Benin. Doesn't really help me. It's not any of the Congos. It's not the what's it called? The Central African Republic. It's not. What else could it feasibly even be? It's not. I can't even come up with, because 2,000 kilometers to the right. That's what in the. That's roughly in the middle. I'm gonna guess this, even though I know it's incorrect, just to get a bearing of roughly where I am. Okay, so above that. It is Chad. It is Chad. How did I find that? That in my mind, Chad is to the right, but I must have just like stumbled upon the right answer. We may be going flawless today. Now, GeoGrid, the new edition, is probably not going to be a flawless. At least not going to be a fully correct. I mean, it depends, of course. I mean, you can debate the heuristics of it all day, every day. In my opinion, I lose no sleep over Nintendo mainstream games, because it's so common for those to be purchased that I don't think I'm not gonna be like crying at the bottom line. Of course, then if you do it, you can't then have a moral high ground of being like, oh, I'm superior because I don't. Like, yeah, you have to think about piracy is that you have to accept your position if you're the client, if you're gonna do it, right? You have to accept the. It's like what Gaben said it, and people hide behind his words because he's the owner of one of the biggest marketplaces of video games. He said like, oh, if people are pirating, then it just means that the way that the media has been delivered to you is inefficient. I think that's not always true. Of course, people pirate games that are free and one-click purchase, no DRM. DRM, that's what it is, right? No limiting factors whatsoever, but people still do it. You know, I'm not gonna pretend. When I say people, I'm not excluding myself, of course. But the point being, I think it really does depend. Of course, yes, and game discounts on Steam is basically the carrying factor of modern gaming, anyway. Like, I'm never gonna be the kind of guy to purchase $90 FIFA game. Never gonna purchase like a, you know, Madden, Call of Duty, etc. But like, if I'm gonna be playing Gyakuten Kenji 2, I literally cannot purchase it. Of course, I'm gonna pirate it. There's no other way to play the game. That being said, of course, you know, then there's nuance of like the original Ace Attorney games, where it's like you can't purchase them now. They made remasters, but I don't want to play the remasters. I kind of want to play the DS versions because the quick save states, you know. But then again, I played those games years ago anyway, so that's my past philosophy. In any case, that's not really relevant. Lebanon to Eritrea. Saudi Arabia, of course. Wait, not of course. Oh, because Eritrea is on the other side. Jordan? This is supposed to be a 7 guess. Egypt, of course. No, not that. Egypt. Israel, Palestine, both probably in this area. Okay, that is the connection that I was looking for. What's below Egypt? Good question. Probably Sudan. If I had to put my stake on it, that would be correct. Okay. I always forget about Eritrea and Djibouti. I remember Ethiopia and Somalia. Oh, you were hinting at it. I thought you were just saying letters. I was very confused. I had no idea. Anyway, we're still yet to make a mistake. I think it will be wrong here. I think here's where we go wrong because this is difficult. Men's FIFA World Cup. I thought every country played, but I guess they don't. Starts and ends with the same letter. Okay, I'm gonna throw out Australia here, but Australia also goes for here. So we need to actually. I'm gonna think about this now. But it's not America because it's the USA. It doesn't really count. I don't think it will count for this. I'm gonna say so. Over 5 million in North America. Let's make sure we don't duplicate a guess. Canada is of course correct, but does Canada fit of any of the rest of the categories? I would probably want to put the US here and then Canada here. I don't know if like the Caribbean countries have played in the World Cup, but the US probably has. Probably, hopefully. United States of America, I assume they've done it. Yes, that would make sense. And then Canada's probably just got some decent population. Starts to end with the same little population, over 5 million. Okay. This... Okay, let me think. I'm not looking at chat for a second. Chat being yours. Let me lock in. Mediterranean. Greece? Okay, I'm glad I knew that. I should have probably put Greece here, but I don't actually know what countries have the Mediterranean as a flag with a star. Tunisia? Is that the Mediterranean? I'm a genius? It is. Mediterranean, Italy, right? Yes, of course. North American flag with a star. We had this one last time. And I forgot it last time. It's not Suriname. That's in the bottom part. It's not Dominica or the Dominican Republic. I know what it looks like, but I don't know the name of it because I saw the flag. Okay, let me think of another country that starts and ends with the same letter that's played in the World Cup. If it's in the World Cup, it has to be semi-famous enough for me to know the name of the country, so we can work backwards from this. Let me think. This is tough. Obviously, Australia is correct for all of these, which is the tough part. So I need to think of 3 countries that start and end with the same letter. I can only think of Australia. This is bad. Africa is not a country, sadly. I can just type in letters, can't I? Oh, it doesn't trick. Austria is a country. Austria definitely has more than 5 million people in it. I'll put it in. Save me. Austria, Australia, Albania. Does Albania I don't think Albania has played in the men's FIFA World Cup. They may have. I don't think they have. I don't think they have a star in their flag either. But wait, no, they have like that thing, but I don't think isn't that a bird? That's not a star, is it? Okay, flags with stars. A lot of flags have stars. I need to think of another country that starts and ends with the same letter that has played in the World Cup. Trending of all the famous Argentina, of course. How could I forget Argentina? And then I can put Australia here. Okay, and now North American flag with a star. I forgot. Is it Guyana? I have another guess. Okay. I forgot the name of the country, but I know what it looks like. It's like a shield-looking thing with a star in the middle. But I forgot the name of the damn country. Do I not watch ball? No, of course not. I only watched like the World Cup final because it shows up because everyone puts it on TV and you walk downstairs and it's on the TV and you're like, well, I mean, what am I gonna do if not watch it? Okay, North American flag with a star. Unfortunately, I didn't know a North American country that has played in the FIFA World Cup. That's not America. I don't think the rest have really done it. They probably have, but I don't know. Okay, let me think. North America. What's the name of that country? Oh, of course, Cuba has a star. What am I talking about? We're there. No, I watched when the Australian women's team played in the World Cup when they were doing fine. I did see that, but like I don't know any of the history of the countries or whatever. All I know is the Brazil 7-1 meme. Okay. Can I show summary? Okay, give me board answers so I can see what I can pick up on here. They don't play overall? I thought China did play. Or did they get banned or did they just refuse to play? What's the deal with that? China first entered World Cup qualification in 1957 in an attempt to qualify for the 1958 World Cup. Made its first appearance in 2002. They lost all their games without scoring a goal. That's an interesting one. I mean, that was 2 decades ago. I'm sure they could be fine now. I mean, I don't see how with like a billion and I guess that's the same thing with India. Does India even play soccer? Football? Have they ever tried? Do they do it? They've never participated in the FIFA World Cup, although they qualified by default in the 1950s, but then they withdrew. Well, they're farming noobs, but they don't win the actual games. They don't try. Why don't they try, man? Come on. They played the damn AFC Asian Cup, but they lose against everybody. Apparently. I'm learning history. It makes no sense that India and China should be our ass at sports. They have a population combined of like almost half the world. Not almost. I guess just under. More like a third to a half of the world, right? Like it doesn't make sense that they wouldn't be able to produce a good team from the population of people. Yeah, I know that they're really good. They have exports in Japan for sports players. Like they export baseball players. They export. Isn't there a Japanese guy in like American football as well? Or am I mistaken anecdotes? American football I followed the least. Negatively, I followed in fact. Anyway, before I leave this, I wanted to look at the rest of these answers. Okay, Algeria, Angola, bro, so many random countries. I guess where is Algeria before I mistake it? It's in Northern Africa, right? If I had to guess. Yes, thereabouts. Correct, next to Tunisia. Okay, I was not wrong. Okay, I knew where the Mediterranean Sea is. That's a plus for me. Bosnia and Croatia have played, but Albania hasn't. So I was actually correct that Albania didn't play, which is weird that I knew like instinctually, but All these, I'm surprised that El Salvador, Honduras, Panama. I'm surprised that these countries can produce teams. But you know what? Maybe it's just a way of life. Maybe that's just how it is. Anyway. Okay, it's not Albania, but it's kind of Albania. I don't think Monaco is to the right of Albania, so I shouldn't even guess this. What am I talking about? Okay, it's Turkey. For some reason, I guess Romania, even though Albania and Romania are pretty much next to each other, basically in relative terms here. But in any case, okay. We got some bandling to do. Dare I say it? Dare I speak my truth? Before I let this continue, 1998, 119 milli. Very hard. I don't think I'm getting it without the clue. That's true. I mean, it's this. It's the. I guess it's the same. It's the culture, right? You need the culture, and you need to instinctually build it. It's why there's so many good cricketers in India. It's because we literally play cricket like in the streets with old ass tools. Even if you have nothing, you'll play cricket, and so we're good at cricket. I guess it's the same logic. And yoinky ass tune. Well, what is this audio? It's like squeezing paint out of a tube ass beat. I don't know it. Okay, it's funky. It's got something to it. A little bit at least. I don't think it's I don't recognize it, but like sounds kind of like a piano than a harp, but I mean, maybe there's a comment to be made there. I wouldn't know. This is not even within my realms. Actually, this sounds familiar now. Is this like an Alicia Keys song? I don't know why I thought that. There's a lot going on here. There's a lot going on. I don't think I'm catching any of it, frankly. It's out of my realms. It's just the guy belongs to me. North Korea. Okay, the guy belongs to me. The boy is mine. The guy belongs to me. Yes, he is in my possession. Is it right? I do declare. I mean, I guess for wartime propaganda, it probably makes a lot of sense to try and make your sports team really good so that you can internationally win or whatever. But you know, that's none of my business. Nope. Nope. I know this, but I don't know the name of it. It's like a biking theme, I think, or swimming. Surfing, sorry. It's the bicycle theme from a newer game. Surf from... No, that's too old. Surf from here, maybe? I don't know. It's... Yeah, okay. I was... You have to give me credit for knowing it's a bicycle theme from a 3DS Plus era game. There's like 1, 2, 3, there's like 5 guesses. I didn't have time, okay? I'm gonna count myself. That's as correct as I can ever get in that situation. Historical, another new addition to the block. Ancient history mode. John of England captures a party of 18 French knights and many men-at-arms in the ongoing conflict against France. Emperor Go-Toba, or is this China or Japan? Seems like, well, it could be either one, but probably Japan if the letters are correct. Abdicates throne in favor of his. I mean, they did that kind of shit, right? Like, I remember watching Bill Ward's History of Japan. Like, that was the vibes that they were going through. Abdicates the throne in favor of his 2-year-old son, Tsuchi Mikado, after a 14-year reign. Philip of Swabia, son of the late Emperor Frederick, is elected king of Germany by his supporters at Mulhausen in Thuringia, which I've never heard of. Yosh, what's Thuringia? I'm sure you know. In the meantime, I don't think this is that medieval. John of England makes me think like 1250. Okay, very far away. 1350, very far away. Maybe 1000. Okay, I don't even know. It's not BC. I don't think it's BC. John of England, maybe 1550. Over 200 years off. Okay. Maybe 150. Maybe one. Bro, how can all of these be off? I need to narrow this down somehow, but I don't know how. It can't be, if it's within 200 years of 1250, then it can't be above 1450 and it can't be below 1050. But if it's within 200 years, okay, so it's probably no. Okay, give me direction, help. Okay, it is 1198. Okay, I was just one order of like guessing magnitude off. 1198. I was close, but I just kept going in the wrong way. If I had guessed 1200 here, I would have gotten it, but I thought I misunderstood the range of guesses, which is my fault. It is what it is sometimes. Okay, pop culture, modern gaming, and well, modern life. Gaming is just kind of adjacent. Okay, Wizardry, Prizzi's Honor, Running Up the Hill. This is like 2001? No. 2010? No. 1990. There we go. That's more like it. 1993. Okay, other way. 1987. 1986. 1985. So close. So close. What's Wizardry? 1985. Wizardry. The first game. It was published for the Commodore 64. The manual has been published online. I'm reading it, but I will not put it in case I get DFC'd by the Wizardry developers in 40 years gap. Yeah, DOS. Is this pre-DOS? Is Commodore 64 DOS? I don't know. Did it have an operating system? I should know this stuff. I think I did learn it, but I just didn't know. It did. It ran Commodore kernel / basic 2.0 GeOS optionally. So it was pre-DOS, I think. Yeah, but I mean, I have no reason to put it on you. Hmm. Okay, I'm gonna hit a marker here. We'll make the next one longer. I'll be right back because I gotta go check on something, but it'll be like 5 minutes. So I'll split the video here and I'll come back afterwards.